Hello, it's Nick here, and I want to use this opportunity to talk about animals. I like animals. I've always enjoyed animals. I grew up with cats in the household, a few dogs here and there too, reptiles, lizards and snakes, some toads, frogs. And as long as I can remember, I've always just loved animals. I was always fascinated by them. I was always comforted by their company. As a matter of fact, to this day, every night when I go to sleep, I have a cat in the bed sleeping with me. And especially during the winter time, they keep me warm. It's great. I love it. I have a Siamese cat. She's half Siamese. As you've seen in other videos on this channel, her name is Tipper. A good cat. Wild animals, African animals, are also animals that I am very fond of. I love primates. Leopards, bears are amazing. And there's this thing out there where people are very afraid of animals. And I actually did a video on this a while back. It's understandable because animals, they can hurt you if they feel threatened, and they will lash out against you. So you need to protect yourself. Don't put yourself in a dangerous situation. There's three animals that I have not experienced a close encounter with, and before I die, I want to do this. I want to fulfill these dreams that I have. There's three animals species. There's three animals that I want to at least spend an hour with, just one-on-one with the animal. One is a dolphin. I've watched so many videos on how intelligent dolphins are, and they seem to have these characteristics that are almost human. They're playful, they're very happy, they can sense pain in other animals, and they're just very social animals. You see these videos and you hear stories about people who were drowning, and these dolphins came to their rescue because they knew that they were in trouble. You see these dolphins, they'll be underwater and they'll actually blow air rings, and they'll chase these rings, often like very very similar to what humans do with vapes and e-cigarettes and cigarettes. Maybe they'll blow rings, O's. It's kind of a little thing to do. You might know about it, you might not. But dolphins will do that with air. They'll go up to the surface, they'll take a deep breath, they'll go underwater, and then they'll blow this ring of air, and they'll just play with it. And it's just uncanny how intelligent they are. And they seem like they are an animal that they're almost seemingly capable of a lot of human emotions, like love and anger. And I would love to spend time with a dolphin. I think that would be great. Number two, a gorilla or a chimpanzee. One of the great apes. I would love to be able to sit down, perhaps in an enclosure, and just sit down and experience an animal that is that intelligent. And I would like to bring some things for it to look at. Maybe sit there next to it and draw a picture of it, and then show it the picture and just, I don't know, I just love the idea of being in the presence of an animal that's that smart. It would just be a very humbling, like, emotional thing for me to just be able to I would probably actually cry if I could sit down with like a gorilla or something and just like communicate with it, like Coco the gorilla. Have you ever seen videos of Coco? Coco was a gorilla that was very famous because she was perhaps the most intelligent gorilla to ever live. Look at her face. And when Coco was actually, I think when Coco was younger, maybe 5 or 6 years old, her owner or her caretakers gave her a kitten. And she loved that little kitten so much. And it was an amazing opportunity for psychologists and scientists to really observe an interaction between two different species. And Coco the gorilla actually had treated that cat so kindly, and it was so protective of it, and it was the little cat was her pet, and she loved it so much, and she was giving off these human characteristics. She actually loved that little cat. And if you know the story of Coco, unfortunately you know what happened to the cat. The cat was hit by a car, and Coco exhibited these horrible emotions, and she was just grieving about it, and it was terrible. And I would just love to sit down with Coco. I just forgot his name for a second. I'm gonna have to pause the video because I'm forgetting things here. I actually just paused the video because I forgot Robin Williams' name. Something must be wrong with me. But there was a video of Robin Williams actually got to sit down and spend like, I think, an hour or two with Coco the gorilla. And that's exactly what I would love to do. Would just be to sit down and just interact with an intelligent great ape. You know, it'd be awesome. I would love that. So that's number 2. It'd be a gorilla or a chimpanzee or an animal or a primate along those, close to one of those species, I guess. Third would be an elephant. I love elephants because they also exhibit these same characteristics as the 2 previous animals that I mentioned. And there's a video in particular that I really like about this man. He jumps into a river, and the current's pretty strong, but he does it just for fun. And there's a young elephant. It's probably, I don't know, a year or 2 old. I honestly don't know how old it was, but it was still a young elephant. So this man jumps in the water, and he starts kind of floating down the river. And this elephant is concerned and genuinely concerned about this man. And the elephant thinks that he's in trouble. You know, the current's got him. He's floating down the water real fast, and he thinks he's going to drown. So the elephant runs into the water, and he just runs through, and he kind of, you know, reaches down and kind of blocks the man from drifting further down the river with his legs. And then he reaches his trunk down and kind of scoops the man up. And I just love that, you know. I just thought that was the most one of the most touching videos that I've ever seen, you know. There's also videos of baby elephants just interacting and playing with people in such a human way, you know. So, yeah, those are the 3 animals that I would love to spend time with before I die, and I think that everybody else should be able to as well. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't hugged an animal today, I encourage you to do it. You know, if you got a dog, you know, just after this video is done, you can just go over to it and just give it a hug, you know. And if you're gonna go to bed, if you got a cat, you know, just crawl into bed, you know, with your cat, read a good book, you know, and just appreciate animals, you know, because they're really, I think animals are kind of like gifts to humans, if you will, you know. Animals are just so great for like unwinding. If you're stressed, you know, you can sit down and you can just sit down with your animal and just kind of forget about your problems, you know. If you don't have an animal, you can always just put on a good a good YouTube video about the situations and different things I just told you. And you can watch those videos and they'll make you feel really good. YouTube's great for that. Type in just like a touching animal encounter or emotional animal encounter, like this man reunites with lion he saved or something like that. And that's I like doing that, and it always just is uplifting for me. So yeah, I just love animals. I know a lot of you people that are watching this probably do as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the day this video may find you. I hope that the rest of your day is pleasant, and I hope you have a good experience with whatever you do. So thanks for watching.